Hey team, Rory here, doing my steady state cardio at the moment. Steady state cardio has lost a lot of popularity in recent times in favour of high intensity fitness methods or high intensity interval training, but steady state cardio still serves a really valuable component of your training. So when we do high intensity fitness methods where the heart is pumping at a higher heart rate, you get what we call concentric cardiac hypertrophy, which is where the walls of the heart thicken, and that increases the force at which they can pump blood, meaning that they'll be able to pump more blood with each pump. On the other hand, when you do steady state cardio, you get what we call eccentric cardiac hypertrophy. Because the heart rate is sustained at lower levels during our steady state cardio, the heart, and in particular the left ventricular cavity, has an opportunity to fully fill with blood each pump. And what this is going to do over time is it's actually going to stretch and expand the size of the left ventricular cavity, and therefore through this other method, or adaptation I should say, we're able to increase our cardiac output. So we can see that for this reason alone, steady state cardio still serves a really important part of your training if you're looking to optimize performance. You're getting two different adaptations from the steady state compared to the higher intensity methods. For other reasons, your aerobic base improves your ability to recover in between your training intervals, in between your training sets, in between your training sessions, and importantly, in between your bursts of effort in your athletic performance. That all comes down to how well developed your aerobic base is. So by doing this steady state cardio, we're going to improve our ability to recover across the board. Now, steady state cardio can make for a really effective active recovery session because it's not placing a lot of stress on the body when we do this steady state work. On the other hand, when you do higher intensity methods, it's often placing more stress on the system. So you're not actually promoting recovery in between your more intense training days. When I was running track at school, mostly 1500s, 800s and 400s, the longest race I ran wouldn't take more than 5 minutes. But my coach would still program at least 1 to 2 longer steady state sessions of at least 30 minutes, usually one longer run and then one longer monostructural session like on the bike or rower. So we can see there, but also just if we examine high level athletes, classic example I always like to talk about is Mike Tyson, one of the most powerful athletes of all time. He would get up at 4:30 every morning to do his steady state road run sessions because he understood the importance of building that aerobic base. If we look at a variety of sport teams and sport athletes, even those ones that are in shorter, more intense or power-based sports, they still understand the importance of doing that low-intensity steady state work. So right now I'm on the Concept 2 bike. I'm doing 40 kilometers, now 13 kilometers in, 27 to go. So this will take me somewhere around about an hour 25. For our steady state work, we want to be working for at least 30 minutes, but closer to an hour or even up to 90 minutes is going to be ideal. So that's why I picked this 40 kilometers, because I know it's something that I can get done in less than 90 minutes. And personally, I prefer often target-based workouts rather than time-based workouts. So rather than just setting me a time limit of an hour or 90 minutes, I prefer to pick a distance or an amount of work that I know will take somewhere in that given time domain. So if you're not already doing so, if you're only doing your high intensity fitness methods, or if you're not doing any conditioning at all, start including at least 1, even 2 or 3 of these steady state sessions a week, and you're just going to find that your performance improves in so many ways. As I said, first of all, you're going to find that because you're building that aerobic base, you're able to put out higher levels of effort when you do perform in whatever it is you're doing. And then you're also just going to be able to recover between those sessions or days so much more effectively as well. And as I said, these steady state sessions in themselves are fantastic active recovery sessions. Guys, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button down the bottom. Going to be putting out regular videos in terms of how to improve your training and athletic performance. Rory Boyden signing out.